What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Quantum TV podcast, and today we're going to be telling you guys to stop updating your TV. That's right, I said it. Just open up the video like that, right? Why am I doing it like this? Why am I saying it so sternly and so honestly? Well, number one, I'm the number one brand in honesty. Smack a like on this video for that, but also because, guys, I've been receiving countless, and I mean countless numbers of emails, direct messages on Facebook, and various other communications. Like, it's crazy. It's mind-boggling. How many people are asking one question? Do I update my brand new TV? It almost makes me want to throw my remote across my room when I'm watching TV and I'm sitting on my phone and I read this stuff, because I've said it 1,000 times. So I will say it 1,001 for your benefit. Never update your TV. Here's why. The manufacturers that you trust, Sony, Samsung, LG, Vizio, the list goes on, they are all in it together. There is a very real nerfing culture to your television updates. Now, what do I mean by nerfing culture? If you don't play video games, you probably don't know the word nerf, but that basically means they're weakening the hell out of something. Now, what the manufacturers love to do, this is a typical manufacturer move. They'll say, hey, guys, we're having Apple AirPlay. We have Amazon. We're supporting HDR10 Plus. We've got what are we going to give them, boys? What are we going to give them? Just say you'll give them G-Sync next year. We'll give you G-Sync. We'll give you more HDMI 2.1 capabilities. They'll advertise basically the sun and the moon to you, right? The whole galaxy if they have to. But in the background, they're tinkering with other things that most people will never, ever pick up on unless they do what I do. Right? They de-optimize color saturation, white balance, weaken the local dimming algorithm to allow more blooming in. And you know, you've ever done a patch, and after that patch, you look at your TV and you go, I don't know why, but my TV's not as impressive as it once was. I don't know. I don't really like the way it doesn't, I don't know. Let me grab my remote. Let me click around. Let me see if I can set it a different way, because maybe I just set it wrong. Right? And now you're second guessing yourself. Now you're like, well, I don't know. I used to like this TV, but you know what? I think I got to go buy a new one. I'm not impressed. Hey, Quantum, what's a good TV to buy? I'm no longer impressed with my old TV. Thinking this whole time that it's you and it's something that you're just setting wrong, when nah, my friend, that's how it is. They go in and they tamper with things. And a perfect example of this, if you go watch my Sony X930E videos, I'll try to link them in the description or in the comment, the pinned comment on this video here, so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. They legitimately tamper with your local dimming algorithms to the point where after updates, you have wild problems that never existed. I mean, they take away features. I remember my Sony X900E having a feature called best frame rate or best resolution, and you can set the TV up to process motion depending on those parameters. They ripped that out quickly. So now it's just kind of like, you have to be careful with these guys, especially when I've had problems with numerous people reporting the brand new Samsung firmware updates having made their TV dimmer, made colors duller. It's just overall weaker, more blooming, people have noticed. Some people have noticed slower UIs. I mean, there's no one key outcome to this. It's de-optimizing some stuff, right? And I think that's the point. It's a malware patch to de-optimize things at random so that nobody can pinpoint a specific thing that this patch is doing. And I think that's the whole aim. Because if collectively a bunch of people got the same exact problem and we're saying, hey, this is doing this, then obviously the company can be fined and can be obviously exposed for what they're doing. But if they de-optimize a bunch of random little things, right? It's just a random patch. It de-optimizes at random, you know? If you've ever played video games, it's called RNG, random number grind, right? And what it basically does is it generates a random thing that it wants to give you. Like you get blooming, you get desaturated colors, you get my point, right? And that's the idea here. You know, maybe this is a little far-fetched in thinking, right? But I highly doubt it. We have cars that are now parking themselves with apps. Just saying. It's not far-fetched. Technology is evolving, and if you think in that old mindset that, no, you're reaching, I don't think they're doing all that, I think you're a little dramatic, you're going to be the victim. Mark my words. I thought that way once upon a time. I had to go through two TVs that I loved very dearly getting de-optimized before I caught on. And I'm going to tell you, like I know so surely, these patches, these manufacturers, they're a means to an end to make themselves money. And I'm telling you, Wait till the new year. You're going to notice a lot more people doing these patches because they're going to hear about all these new features. Oh yeah, you can get AirPlay, you can get whatever they're going to promise, right? And hell, 2020, who knows what they're going to promise, right? We'll give you HDMI 2.1 updates. Update your TV, you'll get it. And that's going to cause a slew of problems with people. Like, simply put, if it's not built in from the manufacturer, you don't have it. Leave it alone. Seriously, it's not worth the risk that you can take. Now, if you think it's worth the risk and you are aware of the risks, go do it. But at least you know the risks. And that's the point of this podcast today, to kind of make you aware of things that they do. I mean, and seriously, I can't stress, look at other industries. I mean, how many companies have been sued for their phone patches, de-optimizing the batteries and weakening the phone life and, making phones overheat? Like, there's a real correlation with this stuff, guys. So again, it's not just one industry. You better believe if Samsung's on the name of that phone, that practice can travel to other parts of their business, like their home theater division as well. Like, it's a mindset that we're going to de-optimize something. And that starts somewhere, and it starts from the executives upstairs that think, hey, our bottom line could be better if we do something to make people have to replace the products. There's no such thing as a free pass on their brand new products, ladies and gentlemen. And you're out of your mind if you trust these companies not to do anything to a product that you've owned for years. And that's just where I'll leave it. That being said, I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below on this. And if you guys have any questions, make sure you stop by the live stream 7 p.m. through 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We hold that every Friday. And any other questions you have, you can forward them over to the Facebook page at facebook.com/Quantum Apotheosis. Now, that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching the #1 brand in honesty. And until the next video, I'll see you guys later.